Ungasaiv nono, jape siglos fraudnos jus, jape raika jape.
Is this another one of your nightmares?
Jalaika jaan bar. In pamalhap fralet forte fuima, alaisos kaskaf tais. Ababarna habens, glaubena, ni in usakwai, usiterens apipao.
You go nowhere without me.
Godais, Akran, Bayradans, Jawan Jandans, in Pan Guidis.
Entering Storehouse 0026. Antiquities, Tulakord era.
Patay Guibanist, ni fragais fraujan, kup painana. Hausaip, sai uren sa sayans, du sayan fraua.
Save some for me, will you?
Laikinan uswambay.
Note to self. If my apprentice's Deshad fails to submit after the transfer, the bones of Tulak Horde could prove a useful bargaining chip.
Daupanais and niman.
I don't know how she got hold of his remains.
In alay matay, gas win pidal, pi matay wulpaz, in alay uspulanay. Ja usteans alfras no job, diabulus afstop fara. Anso wilok bardos, zogi inagandan disat faur ises.
Whatever you do, you can't let Zash take control.
Elion dandans atin say lapto. Iswis dudalay lotais wahaisen. Anso wilok bardos, zogi inagandan disat faur ises.
I'm sorry, Kem, but this is for your own good.
Mat insok ja, himan kudana, ja ayon pro kumana.
Tulak Horde is long gone. You bow to me now.
Und in amagas kapana, warpan himinam arpay bohav nona. Jawais from Bama Daga, I house the dedam, ni vleladam. Usatida sin, fara alaim, jaal in ima, jahaban iten.
I'll die before I let Zash win.
Mip algulum. Warstwe godzai akran, pyrawandans ja wanjantans in ufkunpa. Patay guibanist. Ni fragais fraujan, kup painana.
You can't let her get the upper hand.
Ja galvanize in alaim wakranjam. Swayway silbans in iswish, paman ik alkas jam, guidis in tis iswares. Hausaip, sai uren sa sayans, du sayan fraua.
Perhaps. Kemval, stick with me, and I'll show you wonders Tulak Horde never dreamed.
Uns in Andwal. Paulas ja silbanas ja taimar paus, aiklas John, laune kai in kudaitin.
Yes, thank you, apprentice. This body has some remarkable abilities. I'm beginning to rather enjoy it.
Go away, Zash. Now.
That's not very polite, after all I've done for you. You're nothing without me, and you know it.
Jawais from Bama Daga, I house the dedam, ni vleladam.
I just wanted to thank you again for having me along. I'm honored to work with someone of your expertise. The archaeological pursuits of the Sith and Empire have been separate for too long. It is our common history. We have a shared duty to unearth it.
Sith rarely seek knowledge for its own sake. Your purity is refreshing.
I wouldn't consider myself purer than anyone else in my line of work. I'm honored to do what I do. From the depths of the ground, history calls us to save it from obscurity. I do my best to answer that call. I can tell you do the same. You remind me of my old mentor, Orsilio Gan.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Oh, I meant it as a compliment. He was the best there ever was. But what am I doing talking when there's work to be done? As we say in the service, the dead aren't getting any younger. So, explain this to me. The tomb of Naga Sadao on Korriban was built by Tulak Horde before Naga Sadao was even born? And that's where you found the Deshard Shadow Killer? And when your master tried to steal your body, you used the artifacts of Tulak Horde to put her being into this Deshard?
You forgot the part where I received aid from my long-dead ancestor, who was murdered by Tulak Horde.
Kalik. He was one of the most powerful Sith Lords of his time. Perhaps the most powerful. Oddly pro-alien. To think how the Empire might have been different if he had killed Tulak Horde and not the other way around. Darth Zash and I have been talking. Well, when she's around. I would love to speak more with Kemval, but I don't think he likes me.
Being locked in stasis for hundreds of years was hard on him.
Do you know I never thought of it that way? Yes, I'm sure that's it. Perhaps I could give him a few social pointers.
I'm sure he'd appreciate that.
Excellent. I will speak with him at the next opportunity. I understand you inherited quite the archive from Zash. I would love to see it sometime.
Some knowledge isn't meant to be seen. You understand?
Nonsense. For people like us, the quest for knowledge is never-ending.
After Lord Cineratus' death, I knew you'd be here eventually. A lesser Sith would run and hide under a sand dune, but it's obvious you're not a lesser Sith.
The sooner we get this done, the better.
Talk makes you impatient. You are young and proud. No doubt all you see is a withered old man waiting to be crushed and succeeded. Roland?
Yes, Master.
The apprentice of a disobedient Sith must die. Let us do our solemn duty. This time, I will be sure to dispose of your corpse personally.
I will not be a corpse.
Stop this nonsense now.
Don't let him talk to you like that. He's a treacherous snake. Cut out his fangs.
Careful now. Don't lose control.
Control was dangerous. I warned you it was not healthy, but you drank the poison.
What have you done, you fool? You can't handle that kind of power.
What just happened? Where's Thanaton?
You're dying, little snake. Don't struggle. It'll only prolong the agony.
One thing I forgot to mention about the Force binding. You should never, ever bind more than one ghost at a time. Or else, well, you'll see.
Whoever you are, be quiet. I need to think.
She wants to think. She should have thought before she grasped for power beyond her abilities.
We had no choice but to serve you before, but now we can finally have some fun.
Sith. Back in the land of the living. Easy now.
You overextended yourself. The ghost's power was too much for your body to adapt to so quickly. And that's not to mention the little chats you've been having in your sleep. Let me guess, the ghosts?
Actually, I was having this amazing dream. There were these relics, and each of them produced a different flavor of ice cream.
Oh, I never get the good dreams. It's always flesh-eating Jawas or huts in bikinis.
Huts and bikinis. Sounds like an improvement.
Whatever the cause, you look dire. And Thanaton will take advantage unless we find a cure quickly.
Give me some time to do some research. Ashara, I'll need your help. Holocrons are impossible these days. It makes no sense. Darth Vail has produced over 3,000 volumes, writings, and holocrons. Makes a one-line notation. I'm hearing voices, must find cure. Then nothing. In 3,000 volumes, not a single other mention of the subject.
Being in that Deshard body hasn't done much for your research abilities.
These fingers aren't as nimble for turning pages, but I assure you I can do just fine. Wait. Why didn't I see this before? Volume 2397, line 232. Killed by 4th apprentice today. Caught him spying. Same line. Volume 2455. Killed by 4th apprentice today. Caught him spying. The entire volume is a duplicate.
What happened to the other volume?
Thanaton must have grasped what was going on when he confronted you and ordered the volumes switched. Let's hope he didn't destroy them. He keeps a private, heavily guarded library under Drummond Castle. I'm not supposed to know about it, but for various reasons I do. I'm guessing Darth Vilus's missing volume and another by Darth Aratus are there. Both could be imperative to your survival.
Stop right there. Sorry, my lord, but you're not allowed in here.
You will let me in. I'm welcome here.
We will let you in. You're welcome here. Thanaton keeps his most useful holocrons on the far wall. I'm sure he wouldn't mind if you took one.
The ritual I performed was too much power too quickly. I am disintegrating rapidly. I have begun to drain parts of my power into holocrons, though it is only a temporary solution. My research points to a cure, almost too amazing to fathom, but I must try, and I must succeed. It will require going into the heart of Belsavis, a place so racked with chaos I shudder to think of going. Still, no time for hesitation. I go now, or not at all.
I found some things that look relevant.
Excellent. It will take some time for Ashara and I to study these. In the meantime, you may want to check in on Harker. Make certain he knows you're alive, and that he shouldn't take any liberties with the trials.
I would like very much to know how my future apprentice is coming along.
I'll let you know the moment I find anything.
Time for death, Twi'lek.
Kava tupa stumpa, makingsa.
Quiet, both of you. You know your trial. Now go. My lord, you just missed the latest trial. As you can see, we have a wild group. All except the human. He was surprisingly quick to die.
The trials are meant to separate the weak from the strong.
You have come a long way, my lord. My credits are on the three-eyed one, personally. Uglier than my twisted Sith grandmother, but he has a vicious streak uncommon in slaves.
I'll take that bet. My credits are on the Kalish.
I didn't know you were the gambling type, my lord. While you're here, is there anything particular you want to accomplish with these trials? Many Sith Lords use the Acolytes to gather things from the tombs for them.
Anything that will help me in my struggle with Thanaton would be appreciated.
I think I know something. I'll contact you when they are on their last trial so that you can arrive in time for the results.
Zash and I have been looking over the information you recovered from Thanaton's library.
Any truth to the rumors there's a big old Republic prison on Belsavis?
I heard something of that from Master Ryan, but I didn't want to believe it.
Unfortunately, Belsavis looks like the most promising lead. Darth Eratis went there seeking a cure for the deterioration of his body. It sounds like precisely the thing you need.
I want to keep all options open. Continue to research Voss while I go to Belsavis.
Yes, my lord.
My knowledge is limited, but I'll brief you once we dock with the Belsavis space station.